Well, James, that was fairly easy in the end, wasn't it?
Yeah, sort of. I guess it felt like that in the end. It was like the perfect game for us, really, to get 480 runs and to bat them out the game, and then early wickets on day 2. Sort of set the game up, didn't it?
Your spell of 4 for 9 this morning really set the rot in for Northants.
Yeah, I think coming into it, you sort of knew that the pitch was offering a little bit. It's an important session, they're 5 down. And if we could really break the back of it early in that session, then we could be going home on day 3. And I felt good. I felt really good. And the boys were just backing it up, and I was just sort of releasing it. Felt good, and 4 for whatever it was.
I got an email just after you'd taken your 4 quick wickets from your dad in Auckland saying, "I'm just about to go to bed. It's 11:30, but at least I've seen his 4 for."
Yeah, he's always messaging me saying he's watching, so that's really that's cool to hear, and it's cool that he could have seen that. So that's nice.
But to finish with 6 wickets in that first innings, you must be happy with that.
Really happy, yeah. Just to be contributing, it was potentially a harder week because we didn't have Keith on the side, and going into the week there was a lot of talk about having to bowl a few more overs. So I sort of trying to shoulder that responsibility, but in the end we didn't have to bowl too many overs.
Carl picked up some quick wickets in the second innings, and Mo finished it off as well. What was the secret there? I mean, to what they were bowling and to what you guys were bowling.
Well, Kyle Abbott, I mean, he's been bowling sensationally all year at Notts, then at Surrey, and it just sort of wasn't going his way in terms of wickets. But I mean, that spell there, that was sensational, Kyle Abbott. That was vintage, and that sort of again broke the back of it. I mean, it sort of felt like it was getting a little bit flatter and slower, and if they'd got through that new ball period, it might have been quite difficult. But those 3 wickets, Mo's wicket, and then that run out before lunch, I mean, it was all but over.
I know you guys aren't aware of many stats and what have you, but that is Hampshire's highest ever winning margin. Did you know that?
Against any team?
Against anybody. We thought it was just Northants, but apparently it's against anybody.
Wow. The perfect game, yeah.
It certainly is. And you're back top of the table for however long, but perfect response after last week?
Absolutely, a good bounce back. I thought we fought really well against Surrey. It was neck and neck for the whole game, and they just got ahead in that last session. So to come away with a win here when potentially the results around the circuit might head to draws because there's weather around tomorrow, and that was also another factor that was sort of playing on our minds that we sort of had to get the job done today.